Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit, and I am Lord of the Arena. Perhaps. Let us see. Well, the Druid went pretty well, honestly, last time. 3 for 1, not too shabby. The loss against the Warlock was... I don't honestly think I could have prevented it with what I had. I could have maybe gone a couple more turns, but I was pretty much dead. Everything else went about as well as could be expected. That great game with the paladin I enjoyed a lot, actually. Took a while to take him out. And then, of course, we had the earlier plays that were a little bit strange. I think it was the first guy. I'm not really sure what he was up to, but... Alright, let's see how it goes, shall we? What do we got? Who shall be our first opponent? A warlock! Alright. Well, here's hoping this goes better than last time. Alright, not the best starting hand. I think we'll toss 3 of them, actually. Keep a hold of the Mark of the Wild, maybe, for some early game power. Let's see if we get anything better. Argent Squire. Alright, that's not bad. We can get that out in turn 1, maybe go Mark of the Wild or not in turn 2 for a 3-3 with Divine Shield. I mean, that's not bad. I certainly wouldn't say no to that. Alright, let's do it. Argent Squire says hi. There we go. Well, he's not going to be able to remove that anytime soon, in theory. And Divine Shield's going to be a pain in the ass. Then we can throw Mark of the Wild on it, and suddenly things get interesting. That will mean a turn 3 Cult Master, by the way. So, if that thing does die, I get a card out of that, maybe 2. And a turn 3 4-2 is not too bad to have. What are your possibilities? What do you have? Aside from that, obviously I got my Dark Scale Healer, which I like to keep in my hand just for emergencies. I mean, it's still a fairly powerful creature, but it would be nice to get a heal out of it. No point playing it if you don't have anything to heal. And then the Iron Bark Protector for the late game. Loot Hoarder, okay, that's a fantastic card for him to play right now. Really, really good. Happy that he's done that. Because that means I'll just be able to immediately trade that for the shield on the... There we go. Nice and easy. He gets a card out of it, but he just basically played a card to get a card, which it didn't... You know, I lost the Divine Shield on that. That's not really a big deal. And now that's a 3-3 with Taunt. So, it's pretty solid. So, I've got a turn 3 either Cult Master or Gnomish Inventor, depending on what he plays. Alright. That's pretty annoying. He had kind of exactly what he needed there. I can take it out, but I will lose this in the process. Alternatively, if I play the Young Priestess, I actually won't lose it. So, there's a thing. Young Priestess goes out. And I think I'm actually going to ping the shield off. There we go. So, I'll take the 2 damage hit, and then I'll bypass that. And then that's going to get a bit of health, and suddenly that messes with his math. This is why I love the Young Priestess. You can, in 2 creature scenarios, you can mess up the math of your opponent very nicely. Yeah. So, Immortal Coils it, okay. And then is forced to Shadow Bolt instead. So, he's burned a lot of removal there. Alright, what's annoying me is I might have to hit that thing again, so that didn't quite work out as best as expected, really, but... Okay. I think we just play the Gnomish Inventor, and then I can kill him with that next turn. Seems like the best idea. Hold on to the coin for the time being, because I've got a Violet Teacher play with that, potentially, so... Alright, he's used 2 forms of removal already. Let's see how much more he's got. Ah... Apparently quite a bit. Alright, this is not going well. Okay, options. Not too many. That's 6 damage worth of stuff, and I've got no taunt anymore. Dark Scale Healer's probably the best play. That will trade for at least 1. It won't kill the other. Cult Master's a pointless play right now. Violet Teacher is kind of a pointless play. Actually, it's not entirely pointless. Yeah, Violet Teacher might be the bet, actually, because then I can coin, but the question is coining into what? Maybe a Panther? Oh, I can actually +1/+1 on both of them. Alright, okay. So, Violet Teacher. Coin. Gets me a creature. Do I want to buff them both? I don't think it matters, does it? Because even if I buff that, it's still going to take 6 points worth of damage. It's going down anyway. Or I can play it for a Panther. Let's take a Panther. At least get a bit of small creature advantage. And that also gets me an additional one of these dudes, so it's not too bad. Alright, well, he's doing really well, and he's most assuredly ahead right now. I've got a couple of turns before I can take my Iron Bark out. Next turn, I may be able to get my Cult Master out, assuming that he leaves those 1/1s alive, so... there's a possibility. At least he's left with a more target-rich environment. But yeah, he's got the good end of things so far. I was quite surprised to see that he had yet more removal. Oh, he's going to Hellfire everything. And then just trade out. Alright. Resets the board and leaves him with a carded and health advantage. So, it's decent enough for him, I guess. And it also means I can't play my Cult Master. Youthful Brewmaster comes out. Alright. I think we Azure Drake right now, honestly. Yeah. It's really all I can do. I don't want to play the Cult Master for obvious reasons. It'll die too quickly. Azure Drake comes out. Spell damage gets me a card. Alright. And let's see what his follow-up is. So at least I can get rid of the Brewmaster with that. He's already used, what, 3 forms of removal? 4, actually. Let's buffen that up. And there's a big taunt. Nasty. Alright, so he's just going to keep hitting me now. Which is a good way of doing things, I tend to find. Alright, what does that leave us with the ability to do? So, Dark Scale Healer can be played, not going to help. We can silence that, which is not really going to help because that's still a 6/5 even without the taunt. We can Cult Master and sack that, but that doesn't get rid of it and gets us a card which then dies immediately. We can play for a taunt. We might have to just play for a taunt, actually. The alternative being we Cult Master Murlocs, but he'll then kill the Cult Master before that matters, so let's play for a taunt. It's not going to help me too much. And then maybe we Murloc behind that. There we go. So I'm not going to attack him, and he knows that. But at least it's going to negate the damage that comes in from that for one turn. Then maybe I can trade a Murloc for it. Seems like the better idea. Alright, so that gets rid of the taunt. Leaving him with what? Does he get rid of a Murloc? Maybe he does. Or does he go right for me? Alright, next turn I have an Iron Bark if I need it. And I might. We'll see, it depends. Alright, he's gonna... that's, what, 5 forms of removal he's had so far. Maybe 6. Alright, okay, we're pretty much gonna need the Iron Bark now, I think. Yeah, I don't have a better way of getting rid of that. I can charge it, actually. Man, I'd lose 2 Druids of the Claw to kill that. That's terrible value. But otherwise, the Ironbark Protector is just gonna be killed next turn, guaranteed. Or I can sack the Azure Drake. Alternatively, hold on to the Ironbark. Play another Druid of the Claw. Charge him down. Yeah, okay. That works. It's a shame I don't have 1 more mana, otherwise I could Cult Master this, but it is what it is. Okay. That dies. Charge on the Cat Fawn right there. Remove that. There we go. Armor up. And might as well hit him with it. Alright, I'll probably trade the Imp for that now, but at least that kind of resets the board. The alternative is that I play the Ironbark. Maybe I should have.
Give me a quest.
I guess we'll find out. Questing Adventurers down. So he gains a buff there. Don't like that. Life Tap comes out. He's out of mana, so at least that's not gone crazy. I can now trade the cat for it. No, he's going to trade the Imp. Alright. Yep, sensible. Alright, we can silence him. And that leaves us with a Spellbreaker out, but I think we may now have to play the Taunt down. But what's he on? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's probably going to be able to kill it, but that's fine, because at least it'll get rid of what he's got on the board. Or should I silence that? Leaving me with what? Either Cult Master or Dark Scale Healer. It's a tricky one. He killed the Cult Master immediately. Without a taunt, the Cult Master's pointless. I don't know which one to go for. I have a feeling things are going to get wild with that guy in a minute. Let's Spellbreak him. I don't trust him at all. Okay, so that, what, leaves us with 5. So we can play the Dark Scale Healer, or we could not. Alright, trading situation's actually pretty good. So I think we Shapeshift, and we kill the little dude. Leaving us with 3, which unfortunately I can't spend, but that does mean that these guys trade out for this in a 2-for-1. So that's not bad. And it means my Ironbark Protector isn't going to be nuked down by some crazy buffed Questing adventurer. Oh, he's got a mortal coil. That's what, 7 removal cards he's managed to play so far? That's a lot. Alright, now with his low damage, we play the Ironbark Protector. Now is the time to play it. So, just being a little patient with it. I'm still losing, but I think we can get back into this. Alright, Ironbark Protector straight into Loot Hoarder. There we go. Okay. Right, now he doesn't have enough damage on the board to remove that, and I'm assuming he doesn't have yet another removal card in his hand. Stormwind Champion still hasn't buffed him up enough to actually... Oh, he's got a power overwhelming it. Oh, Jesus. I guess that works, and then he's just going to kill the Loot Hoarder off. Well, at least his Fen Creeper dies, but that was pretty bad. Okay. Right, now we're in serious trouble. We might die now. Mind Control Tech isn't going to help. Cult Master right now is not going to help. We can play the Stealth Creature, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. We don't have a way of getting rid of that. We've got no taunt. He's on 6-9 now. I think maybe we have to play the Dark Scale here and the Venture Code Mercenary just to get a little bit extra health. Alright, let's do that. Venture Code to follow up. But I'm probably dead now. I don't know. He probably can't do enough damage this turn to kill me. But that was why my one and only big taunt now is most likely going to trade some stuff out and get some more cards. He's maintained a card advantage this entire game, so... If I can somehow get the board back, maybe it'll work out, but I don't see how I'm going to manage that. Unless he plays another creature and then doesn't trade, and then I can Mind Control Tech on his stuff. Right, he's rushing me down. This is actually potentially good news, because I can Mind Control Tech this. Alright, I'm dead next turn, even with the Ancient of Lore. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Yeah, I'd need to do 6 damage to him, which I don't think I can do under any circumstances. And I won't have a taunt. So, I think I'm dead even if I Mind Control Tech, because that I can't attack with the Mind Control unit this turn. So I think I've lost anyway. I'm trying to think if there's a way around it. I can basically play one creature and none of its taunt, so... I can trade... Well, we can steal one and then we can try some trading. Maybe we might be able to reduce his damage potential down enough. Bit of a risk. Let's go for it. Okay, well, that's a lot of his damage taken away. That's nice. My stuff is now unplayably costly. Okay, what can we get rid of? Alright. Okay, this has actually given me a swing back into favor. Kills off one of those. I may live through this yet. We'll see. Let's see what he's got. So I can take 8 damage. He can currently do 2. This is actually not looking too bad. Next turn I can play maybe an Ancient Lore. He Shadow Bolts that. Now he's going to trade that out for that. Still leaves me with a board advantage, but he's probably got a follow-up to that. A Dread Infernal. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I'm now most likely dead anyway. So I can try and keep myself alive with an Ancient of Lore here. I can get cards from the Cult Master. I don't have a way of outright killing that Infernal right now. Stormwind Champion isn't really going to help me too much here. They're all just the wrong value. Of course, he had yet more removal. Okay, so next turn he probably kills me, unless I can get rid of that in some way, or unless I can heal, and I'm just going to have to heal. Pretty much the only hope I've got right now. And then I suicidally charge my Mind Control Tech at it to take it down to half of its health. That takes it down to 3, so at least if he tries to trade it with the Ancient of Lore, he loses the Infernal. Jungle Panther, bad news. Okay, so he trades that out, which is to be expected. Oh, you can't be serious. That's a lot of stealth firepower he's just brought out there. I can bring some of my own, but I'm a little bit behind in that regard. I need Taunt right now, and I'm not getting it. Bad news. Okay. Really bad news. I think we have to bring out our own stealth and hope for the best.
I hear you got a problem.
I don't think we're getting anything out of this, though. So that's 9 damage. I can take 13. Let's see if he's got any follow-up to that. If he's got, like, a power overwhelming or anything. Oh, he's given them both Taunt. That's wonderful. Just to make matters even worse. Takes me down to 4. Any follow-up in your hand? You know, I might still be able to pull this off, but... Oh, he just top-decked a Soulfire. Ah. Talk about good luck. That was what, his, what, 10th or 11th removal card? Yeah. He looked out pretty hard there, but I was definitely losing. It was going to be a pretty close thing. That was disappointing. I think I could have won that. And no doubt I made some mistakes that allowed that to happen, because that was otherwise quite close. It's bothersome. Maybe if I played the Cult Master earlier and managed to get some value out of it, then... I'm bothered by that. That was a bad loss. He got really lucky with that top card. Alright. Well, let's try and avoid going 3-3, shall we? We'll toss the Mind Control tech. Generally don't need that early game. And that's a much better start. Okay. Alright, so basically if he's got creatures on the field, we'll play the Mad Bomber on turn 2. If he doesn't, we'll play the Loot Hoarder. Simple as that. Simple as that. There's actually one circumstance where we wouldn't play the Loot Hoarder, and that's if he has something like a Young Priestess on the field with another creature that he's buffing, in which case I would eliminate it immediately with the hero power. Alright, let's see how this one goes. I'm smarting over that loss. It annoys me. This is pretty much my fault. I was thinking back on it, trying to figure out what turning points that actually screwed me over. Alright, Elven Archer. We'll probably bomb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to bomb. The chances of killing the Elven Archer with this are very high, so this is the best value. There we go. Pretty much an even trade. I'm alright with that. Kills his creature. One of the disadvantages of playing 1 health minions early on. There's no point in playing the Loot Hoarder because you would have immediately then traded out the Elven Archer for it. And yes, I would have got a card, but it's not the best value. It's like, oh, but you get a card. Yeah, but that means you spent mana, played 1 card, and gained 1 card, and killed off a 1/1 creature, which is not great. Like, if you kill off a 3/2 with a Loot Hoarder, then that's good value. Like this guy, for instance. You know, kill that. But that's actually a pretty bad play, because I can then immediately kill it with the Bomber, and the Bomber lives. So I'm not really sure what the logic behind playing that one was. Maybe he just didn't have a choice. He just wanted more cards, so, you know, I shouldn't judge him too much on that one. Loot Hoarder comes out, okay, and then we gain board advantage. Cool. Not bad. He's got card advantage, though, so... Let's see if we can play from here. Turn 4, with these 1/1s, probably going to be a Cult Master. It especially will be if he plays something that I can kill, because then I'll sacrifice maybe the Loot Hoarder, and then I'll gain 2 cards from it. Let's see what he plays. Oh, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for. That wasn't. But I can get 3 cards out of this, actually. But then I lose the Cult Master. Do I want to do that? That was a nice little nifty play of his. I could eliminate everything that's on the board. Yeah, I think the Cult Master's the best idea here. It does leave the Argent Protector alive, but it gets me 3 cards. The other alternative is that I ping it off, then kill that, and then kill that. Which gets me no card. Well, gets me 1 card, so... I think, overall... the best value would be that. The alternative being I play the Gnomish Inventor, but yeah, let's go with the Cult Master. I feel if you get 2 cards and a trade for that, then that's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Alright, suicide that. There we go. Generate another card. And suicide that. Which gets me another one. Alright, that's okay. So then that trades for that, and it's like, well... I got 2 cards out of it and killed the minion, so that gives me a card advantage, so I think that's okay. Yep, that's to be expected. That's exactly what I thought he'd do. So that's not a big deal. Okay, leaving us with an Elven Archer in the hand, Argent Squire. Pint-Sized Summon up. Alright, it's good to have an Elven Archer now, because that Pint-Sized Summon is not going to live to benefit him. I can simply hero power an Elven Archer to eliminate that summoner without any problem, so It's one of the advantages of having an Elven Archer in your deck. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. I think there's a benefit to it. We can play a Loot Hoarder as well, which can then generate a card and kill a creature. Actually, we'll play an Argent Protector. That's a better idea. Argent Squire, even. Alright, cool. So, Elven Archer. There we go. Enter that. Kill the Pint-Sized Summoner, and play the Squire. Actually, yeah, we should play the Squire, because if I play the Loot Hoarder, he's just going to kill that with that. He's not going to kill that, he's going to kill the 1/1 instead. I'd rather him not kill the Loot Hoarder, because it can trade better. Alright. That leaves us with turn 6. So, do we play Hogger, or do we play the Boulder Fist Ogre? That's the question, isn't it? Playing Hogger might be a good idea if I have board control already, because I can perhaps say to him, look, you're not going to be able to take that away from me. And I'm going to be able to generate a bunch of nulls. And currently I have board control, but only slightly. And I have no direct removal, so whatever he plays next could be a pain. That's going to determine whether or not I play the Ogre or I play Hogger. The alternative is, of course, I play the Venture Co. Mercenary, which might be good. Alright, Fairy Dragon. Was he buffing it? No, you can't buff it. Oh, you can with that, yeah. Alright. That's a little annoying. It's actually very annoying. I think we'll play Hogger. It's really annoying. Okay, so do we play Hogger? Is the question. We cannot get rid of that. Well, we can, but we'll take a big hit if we do. That's the worst thing about it. The thing is, we're going to take a hit anyway. But that then takes me down, so I then play the 4-cost Gnome, which then dies to that. If I play Hogger, Hogger's dead. And with a non-preferential trade as well, I feel. I think we might end up playing the Ogre. I need rid of that, but I don't... You know what, screw it, let's take the hit. Let's get rid of that. Just get that off the field. I still maintain this big card advantage here. We can extend that. I don't want to play the Gnomish Inventor now because it's a very good trade for him, so let's play the Loot Hoarder instead. Still enough to kill it off, but... Yeah, I don't know if that went as well as I would have hoped. I just didn't want to play Hogger because he would have just killed him straight away. It would have been useless. But I am now going to take most likely a 4 damage hit here. Oh, is he going to attack that? I think that would be kind of silly if he did, but... Okay, that's actually fine. That works well for me. Alright, what does that leave us with? So we could play Hogger now, but we still can't get rid of that without taking yet more damage. I don't want to hit something that does 4 damage, especially after I've just taken a 5 damage hit. We might go for the... Yeah, I think we're just going to go for the bear here. That seems like the right call. Okay, bear coming up. 4 and 6. Then we just eliminate his squire there, and then we ping the shield off of that. So that leaves us with a 2-for-1 trade, which puts us in a good spot. And then we might have a safer time to play Hogger. Hogger's very, very good if he's able to start getting nulls up and isn't immediately eliminated. Otherwise, he's a terrible play, because he's actually, you know, 4-4 and spawns a 2-2 taunt. It's good if you can keep getting nulls out of him. Especially good if you can get a Cult Master out and keep getting nulls out of him. I think I've got another Cult Master in this deck, so that might work. Oh, please don't buff it. Oh, you bastard. Should have seen that one coming. Now I take the 4 damage hit. I'm losing a little too much health here. I don't like it. Alright, I think now is the time to play Hogger, though. Yeah, it is. Because if that's going to trade for the taunt creature and kill him, so let's do that. Hogger is played, we then eliminate that. So that gives us the 2-2 taunt, which will kill the Dark Iron Dwarf if he goes into it, and prevents him doing any more big hits. Cool. We then have a lot of nasty creatures coming out. I can follow this up with a Stormwind Champion, which means that all these nulls are going to be 3-3. That's a possibility. Yeah, I mean, I've got a great hand going forward into the rest of this game, honestly. Really, really good. I think the only thing that's lacking is Taunt. If I can keep Hogger alive, I won't need it. So we'll see what he decides to do. Can he eliminate that and then kill off Hogger with the Dark Iron Dwarf? If he could, I think he would have done it already. Like, if he's got something like a Consecration, or he's got, like, a Hammer of Wrath, there's no way he would have just sat around and said, yeah, let's not kill Hogger. You should kill Hogger. The longer Hogger is allowed to stay on the field, the worse it gets for you. He just gains more and more value the longer you go on with him. So I think he is struggling now. Okay, that's pretty annoying. Definitely. But not the worst thing to have ever happened. Flesh-Eating Ghoul comes out, so he's going to gain a double buff from that, which I don't like. At least this is still going to be gaining stuff, and I'm going to be getting more taunts out of it as well, so... This is not too bad. Okay, so we're probably going to have a Stormwind Champion and then just eliminate another one of those little bastards. Cult Master here as well, which is nice, but we can't really use that just yet. I think Hogger dies next turn, though. Even if I do play Stormwind Champion, I can't kill that ghoul without also hitting him. And I'll lose Hogger in the process. I gain another taunt, but that's easily taken down by this guy. Huh, this is a little awkward. I've got lots of cards. I don't need the Cult Master out right now. What's the alternative, though? Play a Boulder Fist Ogre or something like a Ventrico Merc? A Ventrico Merc might not be a terrible idea right now. I could play... I could play Cult Master Ventrico Merc. That's pretty much about all I can do with it. That guy's going to get buffed. I don't have any silence. So I just need something powerful enough to hit it right now. So let's do that. Get rid of that. I'm wondering if that was the wrong call. Stormwind Champion would have buffed that up to a 3-3, but then he would have traded the Aldor for it and gained a bunch of benefits from that, so... Yeah, well, I'm probably gonna... I don't know if he... Well, he's gonna kill Hogger now, surely. At least I guarantee myself a card out of that. Or will he kill the Cult Master? He might. It'd be interesting if he did. Is he gonna go right for that? Yeah, I mean, he might. I guess that was a way of getting rid of it. So if he leaves Hogger alone, that's actually pretty good. And I'm going to get another card here, too. So this is... Yeah, make your mind up, Sonny Jim. Make it up. Give me another card. All right, so I lose Hogger. He's still a 6-2. 7-2 now, so... I can keep my Ventrico alive. It does limit the cards that I can play, but they're all pretty high cost anyway, so it doesn't make that much of a difference.
Reporting for duty.
All right. Things are getting interesting. Okay. Well, I'm not really gonna... Ooh, hello. That would be interesting. So, shall I kill off my Ventrico now to get rid of that and then play some more cards? 5, 6... I have a lot of cards. Good lord. Alright, I think we just use the Ventrico Mercenary to kill that. Oh, crap. Noble Sacrifice. That's bad news. Alright, I might have to use the Cult Master to kill it then. That was really bad news. Yeah, and then we turn that into a taunt creature. That seems like the best idea. Alright, we got value out of the Cult Master, so I'm okay with that. Then we turn the Ventrico into a taunt. So that's now a 9-6. So that'll survive pretty much anything he throws at me. And then we follow it up, perhaps, with Charge. And bring down the Aldor Peacekeeper. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that works. So now I have a 9-6 with Taunt. That's pretty nasty. Difficult to deal with. He has a much lower sized hand. Ah, Consecration! Ah! I'll get rid of the cat. So, he got great value out of that and I didn't. Is he buffing that? Oh, wow, he's going to kill it off with that as well. Well, at least it leaves him with one card, though. That kind of sucks, but he has only one card. So, I do have a lot of options still. We could put up another taunt quite easily. Yeah, I'm still in control. There's a trick here. Alright. I've got an idea. Violet Teacher. We are going to gain 2 mana crystals. Okay, that's a spell. And it's going... Oh, never mind. That actually didn't work the way that I thought it would at all.
A natural mistake.
Crap. I thought that gave you 2 cards that were, like, excess mana. Apparently it doesn't. Ah. Damn. Alright, screwed that up. I'm still ahead, but I screwed that up completely. Alright, so that was not what I was aiming to do. I guess, because it said gain 2 mana crystals, so I assumed it gave you, 2 mana crystals after that, but since I was at maximum, that wouldn't have counted. As it turns out, it didn't do that at all. So, alright, that's a really good card for him to have right now, and I'm very unhappy that he has it. But we'll deal with him. Such a... Okay, well, I think we just Stormwind Champion to bring that down, honestly. And sack the 2 creatures for it. That should be fine.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
And then we just eliminate that, which gives us a Stormwind Champion on the field versus what he has. Such is the way of things. There we go. Alright, that's looking good. So we've got stuff like Boulder Fist Ogre. I can play a Taunt out. Yeah, I got lots of options. This one's dragging on for a while, but... almost convinced that's what Nourish did. It must be when you've got a non-full mana bar, it just counts as gaining mana for that turn, which is awful. Alright, well, what can we do? What can't we do right now? We have so many choices. So, let's put up a Taunt Wall first. There we go. Leaves us with 5. So, what do we want to follow that one up with? Probably an Azure Drake. Let's get some more cards. There we go. And now we're going to start beating him to death. Because no amount of buffing is going to allow that little initiate to make its way through that bear. That's just not going to happen. Next turn, I actually have an absurd amount of damage output. I can Savage Roar. So, that's what? 8. 8, 7, 15. Yeah. 15 plus 7. That actually almost kills him. Yeah, and then I can kill him with that. So, yeah, I think he's dead, actually. Savage Roar, unless he has something in his hand right now, Savage Roar will cause me to murder him. 23-0. Jockeyed for positional in that game, but even if it doesn't, I've still got Mark of Nature as a follow-up as well for +4 attack. He's probably gonna die. Maybe not. He has Lay on Hands. Maybe not. Okay, then. Alright, so maybe he survives this turn. Can I still mathematically kill him? Probably not. Yeah, I'm almost certain I can't. Yeah, best I can do is Mark of Nature for 4. So that's what, 4 attack. I got what, 5? Savage Roar. I think we just go for him anyway. Screw it. Like, just destroy this guy. Hit him as hard as we can. Play that.
Well played.
Alright. This is my firepower. Beat the snot out of him. Bam! Doesn't kill him, but... It's 28 damage in 1 turn. I think he might be dead. It seems unlikely that he's getting out of this one. Let's see what he plays. Does he play Deathwing? If he plays Deathwing, I'm going to get very upset. Of all the things he had, a Lay on Hands. Ugh.
Let me think.
Not a bad card for this stage of the game. He actually has a card advantage on me for the first time in about 20 turns. Oh well. Come on. You probably don't have enough to kill this. Just be honest with yourself. You're probably dead. No amount of will help you here.
Engaging TC-130 mental
Well, that...
dislocation.
Oh. Well, that's irritating. He's still dead. Does he have anything else? Okay, that's a bit annoying. He's still dead. Do you have anything else? If you give that a taunt, I'm going to be very upset. Don't you dare. +3 attack. Just going to kill that. You're still dead. Yeah, you're still dead. Not sure why you did that. I mean, you still lose, but okay.
Well played. Well played.
Just because I'm an asshole. And just because he was being a dick.
Mental dislocator.
Traitors! Yeah, I think at that point you just basically tap out. You know you're going to mathematically lose, so... But whatever. No big deal. Okay, so that took longer than expected, but it went reasonably well after that. It was just a case of jockeying for position until I was able to get those big cards out and get it to a point where he couldn't deal with it. Alright. Let's see what we get next. So, at least we're going to go positive ratio this time around. That's nice. More than 50% win rate is all I really expect out of arenas right now. It's like I've beaten more people than I've lost to. That's okay. A priest. Okay, this could be ugly. Priests are pretty good right now. Alright, we'll toss the champion, and we'll keep the rest, I think. Sounds reasonable. Ah, an Elven Archer. Alright, well, if you play a 2-1, we can play that. If he doesn't play a 2-1, we can coin Loot Hoarder. Let's see what he gets. Does he have 1-cost creature? Please don't have a Northshire Cleric. Good, he doesn't. Alright. We should coin Loot Hoarder then. There we go. Alright. This is my young priestess sniper, but... Well, it'll actually be more than that. If he plays a Northshire Cleric, I could then Elven Archer it and then just trade the Loot Hoarder out for it and get rid of it immediately. Northshire Cleric is really good right now. Is he gonna Holy Wrath it? Really? Shadowwood Pain and a Loot Hoarder? Huh. I wouldn't have said that that was a particularly good idea, but... Hey. I guess I don't get any momentum, so... Alright, 3-2 Panther coming out, I think. There we go. Basic creature. I need to have him responding to that kind of stuff, so he's already used removal on a fairly cheap creature. But it does mean that my Loot Hoarder didn't really get great value, so I suppose that's fine. Now, Loot Hoarder's great if you can kill a creature with it. But I guess it's still a card for a card with a card, so... That's the way to look at it. Alright, Powered Shield, 3-4. That's a little irritating. But we can get rid of it. That's fine. So, I'm alright with that. Because we can ping it with that. No, we'll play the Argent Squire just because we can, and then trade the Panther for it. There we go. Cool. 2 million advantage on the board. And about keeping pace with them. So the nice thing next turn is I've got a Cult Master possibility with a couple of weak creatures, so I may be able to get something out of this. Ooh, an Emperor Cobra. Alright. That's actually bad news. Because my Cult Master's not an option now. That's got 3 health, so I'm not going to be able to kill it, and then it just kills my Cult Master next turn. So we will just do some basic trades out for it. We're going to hit it instead. And we'll lose the Elven Archer, and then we'll take the Divine Shield off of that. So there we go. Alright, so that's one of his nastier creatures out of the way. That's good. Turn 5, possible Ventrico Mercenary or Druid of the Claw, depending on what we want.
Put this apple on your head.
Alright, Knife Juggler. I think we just 4-6 at this point, really. Yeah, and if the creatures stay alive next turn, we'll have the option of Cult Master. It's not a very dangerous creature. I can actually eliminate it this turn. Yeah, let's not play the 5 cost. I've got a better idea. Alright, we get rid of that immediately. We play the Murloc Tidehunter. That gives us 2 creatures out on the board, and then we can follow it with a Cult Master, perhaps. And then that means we might get some cards out of it. I mean, I could have just flat out played the Ventrico Mercenary immediately, but...
Is someone injured?
Alright, Northshire Cleric's out. Alright, this is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. Okay, so here's what we do. Cult Master comes out. We then trade the Murlocs out for that and get 2 cards and a 4-2 on the field. And we even get an armor up out of it. Let's see, maybe we get a 2-cost card. No, we don't. Okay. There we go. That's alright. That's okay. Yeah, so that worked out the way I hoped. What I was hoping for is the ability to get a good trade for those Murlocs. And to have the Cult Master on the field to benefit from that. And that's exactly what I got. So, I'm pretty happy with that. Kobold Geomancer comes out. Heals himself. Alright. So he doesn't have a way of getting rid of the Cult Master right now. That's good. So now we can play our taunt. And we can keep the Cult Master alive and start doing 4 damage hits to him. There we go. Yeah. This is going well. Let's hope it stays that way. Alright. Don't necessarily see a point in hitting that because it's going to die regardless. So I'm not going to hit it. I'll just go for him instead. Cult Master behind a taunt wall is fantastic. Especially against a priest, because stuff like Shadow Word Death isn't going to count because it's a 4-2, not a 5. Shadow Word Pain doesn't work because it's in that nice little sweet spot where it's very difficult for a priest to get rid of it. If he has a Holy Smite, he can get rid of it. Or maybe something like a Stormpike. Ooh, Faceless Manipulator. Ugly. Alright. We might have to double bear at this point. Yeah, that's a nasty pick. But it's not the worst thing. You know, I used the Faceless Manipulator on that instead of, like, my Ironbark Protector, so I guess I can call that a win. Alright, well, we can silence the bear, which allows us to... It wouldn't get us a preferential trade, though. It's still a 4-6. The actual creature is Druid of the Claw 4-6 Taunt, so silencing it will only get rid of the taunt, not the extra stats. If we got rid of the extra stats, I could then kill that. And I don't want to lose my Cult Master just yet. I don't see the point. I could trade the Cult Master for the bear. But that would be after already taking a significant hit on that, which would allow him to trade that for that. So, I think maybe we just play another bear at this point. Or we just play a 6-7 behind it. I mean, if he wants to trade the bear out, by all means, let him. Just let him. Get the Boulder Fist out. Get Loot Hoarder out as well. Hey, I'll sit here. You come to me. If he wants to batter his head against that bear, he's more than welcome to. Because if he wants to kill it, he's going to have to use both of those creatures, and then I use the Loot Hoarder to kill the bear, which leaves me with 10 damage potential on the field. So I'm pretty happy with how that goes. But let's see. Maybe he then heals the bear after that. That's also a possibility. Oh, Holy Nova! Ouch! Oh, I killed the Cult Master! Oh, that's terrible. Oh. And a Shadow Word. Ah, no! Well, that's awful. Oh, dear. Well, at least I have more bears. Or I can Ironbark Protector. I think we just Ironbark Protector, actually. Because there's nothing else I can really do with that amount of mana, so... Screw it. Ironbark Protector. Bring out the big hitter. See if he can make his way through that. Oh, I hate you so much. Oh. Damn it. Alright. Time for double bear, I think. It's the best option I got right now. I think even if I take that Power Word Shield off it, it'll still be a 4-6, so there's no point. Double bear coming in. 4-6 taunt, 4-6 taunt. Alright. That's nasty. I should have played the bear and not the Ironbark, but I did not know he had a Holy Fire in his hand. Alright, so he gets... Oh, and a taunt to follow that one up. That's even more unpleasant. Now he's going to heal both of those bloody things. This is not going well. Well, I can take the Divine Shield off with a Spellbreaker. Might be a decent bet. Savage Roar then lets me... Well, I can kill it regardless. Kill his bear. Alright, Spellbreak that. Leaving us with what possibilities? So we can Dark Scale Healer after this to get a little bit of health back. That might work. Yeah, it seems like the best idea right now. Alright, so that kills that bear. And then Dark Scale Heal follow-up, which then heals that back up and gives me a little bit extra as well. So... doesn't really make much of a difference, but at least if he has something like a Holy Smite, he isn't able just to kill that thing with it. So, that's a bit better. It's still going to mean he can trade that for that and not lose it, but... it's better than being Holy Smited or Holy Novad again. And losing the bear that way. At least I'd rather take the full damage from the bear. Alright, I think I'm still a little behind, but depending on how these trades go, I might be okay. We'll have to see. I still have card draw in my hand, so he's not going to be able to gain a card advantage over me. I've got the Ancient of Law, so that's plenty, and the Gnomish Inventor. Yeah, if he's got any sense, he'll use that to kill that, and then he'll use his Yet. He might trade the Yeti for the Spellbreaker. I think that would be pretty reasonable. He's still got 7 mana, that's what worries me. And he's stolen 2 of my cards, so God knows what that is. Alright, so he gets rid of that. Cool. And I can then just hit that for and take 3 damage next turn, unless he buffs it and or heals it, which he might do. Alright. Go on, make your mind up. What do you want to do? Oh, he stole my Hogger? Oh, talk about the RNG. Good lord. That's a pain in the ass. There were low chances of that happening. That may have screwed my game over completely. Alright, I'm out of taunts. This is bad news. And I can't get rid of 3 of that. Oh, come on. Really? Stealing the Hogger? This is bad news. I don't have a way of getting through this. I think I might have just lost right there from that. I could Savage Roar and then kill his Hogger. Still leaves his 4-1 alive. But it's not the worst idea ever. Bear in mind, it only buffs this turn, so it's not going to make a difference if I play anything else. The alternative plan, I can play the Violet Teacher before that and get a 1-1 out of it. But I don't think that's the creature I really want to play. Actually, it is the creature I really want to play. Yeah, that is the creature. Okay. Savage Roar. Sweet. And we can't play anything else, so let's armor up and take 1 less damage from this. There we go. And then we eliminate his Hogger by trading that for it. There we go. Okay, and that's got 1 more health than that can actually kill, so that trades well. And then I can just kill it with the 1-1. So that's optimal. Good. So I'll take maximum of 4 more damage from this, and then I've got solid board control. But I did burn through a lot of my taunts. In fact, almost all of them. He trades that for that, which sucks, but I should have seen that coming. He's going to trade for the most valuable thing. Markshan Warden. Okay, so we're going to be beating on that for the next 5 years. Unfortunately, it's got a Chillwind Yeti behind it, which is even worse. Alright, as your Drake for card draw, maybe, or we can just Ancient of Law for card draw, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Ancient Law. Draw 2 cards. Let's see if we get anything else useful with it. Mark of Nature would be nice right now, actually. Yeah. So cool, we can make a taunt wall. Very cool. So 4 health and taunt. Put it on my Ancient Law. There we go. Because that will kill the Yeti outright. And then I guess we can just hit the Mogashan Warden. Why not? And then we're obviously not going to hit him with that, because that would be kind of silly. Suicide. Yeah. That works. And if I manage to keep these guys alive, Stormwind Champion can follow this up, and we can get some really good stuff out of it. Get one of the little ones. Yes! Thank you. If he grabbed my Ancient of Law, that would have been a disaster. Thankfully, he didn't. Alright, so it's a little annoying, because my Stormwind Champion's not going to be as great a play next turn, but... it'll still be alright. Alright, you want to ram yourself into that? By all means. Feel free. That's what it's there for. Cool, his Yeti's gone. And let's see if we can get rid of my Ancient Law. Buddha Baker Bodyguard, okay. I'll probably end up trading the Ancient for that, actually. Actually, I don't have to trade it, funnily enough. Don't even have to. Card draw in the hand again. It's good. Alright, so I don't even have to trade it. Because Stormwind Champion's coming up, and I'm going to get rid of the Mogician Warden this time as well. This is going to be great. Exactly the card that I was waiting to play. So this is how we do it, I think. That is how they say it in the hood. So, we hit that, which keeps it alive at 1. Which is kind of sucky, because he's going to kill it with that anyway. But I can then kill that. And that leaves me with a... Oh, actually, yeah. Let's force him to lose his 3-3. If he's going to kill that with something on the board, he's going to lose his damn 3-3 for it. I'll tell you that for a fact. Alright, we're in a good spot now. This deck is very slow to get going, but once it does, it's got a lot of power. Including the ability to explode priests, apparently, prematurely. Not a bad power to have, all things considered. Cool, that went well. I mean, to be fair, he was boned the next couple of turns, unless he had something crazy in his hand. I had so much firepower. Yeah, you just gotta take the first few punches. This is the Rocky deck. You go to the 22nd round, or whatever it is they do in cricket. American football. Chess boxing. Let's do one more game. Will this be the end of the deck at a 5-3, which I wouldn't say no to? Or can we go all the way to 6? That would be good. The worst of opening hands. Yeah, let's toss that. Thank you very much. If you got that in a casino on a slot machine, you might be in some money. This is not much better. Thank you, deck. This reminds me of the Warlock game where it gave me nothing. Oh dear. Alright. Oh, come on! This is not helping me at all. This is bad news. Alright. We can do better than that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Absolutely bloody nothing. Are you freaking kidding me? Ah, none of my 1s and 2s. And only 1-3. The 1-3 that I didn't want. Great. A disadvantage with having such a potent deck. At least he doesn't have anything early. You can't be serious. Bastard deck. I don't even have a good 4 either. It's my 1 Spellbreaker, which I'm probably not going to want to use on a 3-mana creature.
Put this apple on your head.
Actually, maybe I will. No, it's a Knife Juggler. Probably won't. Can he play a creature to follow up? Reinforce, I guess that counts. Knife Juggler's pretty annoying, but probably not worth using a silence on. Oh, now I get my 1. Wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah. We might still get Knife next turn, but it's kind of a 50-50 as to whether we do or not. And if we don't get Knife, we can trade the Young Priestess for it. So I think that's kind of my call right now. So, let's see. If he plays 2 creatures, he's likely to Knife that. But, let's see. He's got to play at least 1 creature. Maybe 2. Let's see what he gets. So my hope is the Knife misses. Miss. Yes. Cool. And then he's forced to do that trade. Alright, he then gets a buff from that, but now I can silence it. And I think I will. That seems like the best bet. I can't let that get out of control. And he could potentially buff it enough. No, he couldn't. He couldn't buff it enough to overwhelm yeah, unless he has 2 charging boars, which is highly unlikely. Yeah, so let's draw to the Clawbear form. That should shut that down pretty handily. Hold on to that silence for later. Turn 6 probably going to end up being another druid. Thankfully, these nasty little bastards do not gain extra health when things die. Yeah, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm that. He might. I mean, he may have something like a Hammer of Wrath, and then he just follows it up by sacking the ghoul, but at least he gets rid of the threat of the ghoul. Blessing of Wisdom comes out. Oh, that's ugly. Alright, he gets a card out of it, and yeah, that sucks. I might have to just hit it now. Yeah, because I need rid of it. Is there anything else I can do? I can silence it, but I don't see the point. It's about to die, so... Alright, we're gonna have to just hit it. As much as I hate having to do that. I think I'm just gonna play the mind control tech just to have a card out, because otherwise I'm gonna have a severe tempo problem. So, let's play that. Take hit. And that's the correct order, because if I'd lost the bear, I would have taken an extra damage from that, so... There we go. Leaving us with a 3-3, which clears the board and gets us back to where we were before. Jungle Panther up. Second Jungle Panther up. What does that mean, kids? It means bears. Absolutely. Double stealth play? Absolutely the bear. No question about that. Up comes the armor. There we go. You want to sack 2 Panthers into that bear? You're more than welcome. Here's hoping he doesn't have anything that can help him get through the bear quicker. Mad Bomber. Oh, you lucky bastard. How come he gets that kind of bomber play? It was statistically unlikely that that would have happened, but... Yeah, that's bad news. That's actually really bad news. This deck can be overwhelmed quite easily. We're going to have to play another bear, but we're going to lose it again. I don't have an Iron Bark. Lucky bastard. Alright, well, we certainly can't take damage next time. We're going to have to bear again. And... just kill that. Alright, so the bear's going to kill 2 creatures at least. So that's not too bad. That bomber. Like, it had to make 2 shots in order for that to work. And it managed it. Alright, so at least he sacks 2 creatures into this thing, but then I take 4 damage. So, and now he has board as well, so I am in trouble. Iron Bark Protector comes out, though, so that trades out nicely. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do that. That'll kill both of them. Alright, let's keep playing for time. Here's hoping he doesn't have some way of getting rid of it. At least then he'd have to sack 2 creatures into it. No, no, that's terrible. Oh, God. Ah. And that's even more terrible. Alright, I've burned through pretty much all my taunt and he has board control. I think I'm dead. Healing myself is a possibility. I've burned through pretty much all my taunt. I don't think I can survive any longer, honestly. He got just what he needed. So, I guess we restore health. And then... play the Loot Hoarder, I suppose. Yeah. That'll keep me alive this turn, maybe, but that's about it. Since I have no more taunt in my deck, I don't think I'm going to survive any longer. Yup. That's to be expected. Yeah. This is bad news.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, I think I'm dead now, actually. Yeah, 6... Yeah, I'm dead. There's nothing on the board there. There's nothing I can use. I can draw cards and hope to get something. That's about it. Hogger, and I have one fewer mana than I actually need to play him. GG. That played out really badly. I had a really, really bad start. Couldn't play anything good, and, well... there you go. It happens. It's a card game. Alright, well, let's see what we got out of that then. 5-3 finish. Not awful. Could have been a hell of a lot better, though. Disappointed at that final game. I don't feel I made too many mistakes in that. You get me? Are you kidding me? That... Alright, I refuse to believe there is not someone at Blizzard that specifically decided, you know what we're going to give him as a reward? We're going to give him the Mad Bomber. You know the card that lost him the game? We're going to give him that. And what's worse, you're going to then have to disenchant it for 5 dust. I hate you so very much. It's hard to express in words. Thanks for the bloody Felguard. Bastards! I'll see you next time.